morning.
Welcome to Weekly 2.6. And things are looking a little bit different. Hopefully you're getting used to them by now. And I've added the slightly nice thing of chance. You will see.
Cool.
For example, if we're looking at this first problem, and we should probably... there is like 12 different problems there. And for each of them, we're supposed to find the sum without actually using a calculator. And I didn't think that we wanted to do all 12, so the random number generator tells us to do number 8.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, the one with the big numbers. Yeah.
The one with the big numbers.
Okay.
So we have a negative number and a positive number.
Right.
How would you solve a problem that involves a negative and a positive?
Well, I know you can't just add them together the way you would be tempted to.
It wouldn't work out very well.
Because one of them's below 0.
And it definitely says no calculator, so that's not an option either.
True. True.
So when I do these, if I have a positive and a negative and I'm adding them, then I'm actually going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number.
Okay.
So if we go through and we look at 6,200 minus 1,200.
So you're finding the difference between them, kind of.
Yes, and I'll show you another way in a second. So the difference between the two is 5,000.
Right.
But actually, because the bigger number, or the number with the sign that is bigger, technically, is 6,200.
Right.
So if we're looking at absolute values,
right.
So our answer should actually be negative 5,000. However, I think you like to work on those by looking at a number line, right?
Well, actually, I like have you guys done the chip thing yet, where you have positive chips and negative chips?
Yeah, but putting 6,200 chips on the table would really give a headache.
No, but that's how I picture it, that I just need to, I have 1,200 positive chips.
The black ones.
In a pile.
Yeah.
Yes, black ones.
You're very rich.
And then I have to, from this number, I have to take 1,200 negative ones, red ones, to offset those and make them go away, right? Because they'll disappear. And then what's left here is negative 5,000. That's just how I picture it.
I also like to look at it as far as a number line goes. And if we are, here is 0, here is negative 6,200. And since we're adding a positive amount, we need to move to the right.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you know it's still going to be
1,200. So I know I'm still negative, but I'm definitely closer to 0 by 1,200, which is that 5,000.
Right.
But I'm still at negative.
This is an interesting. It's hard to picture this, and there are lots of ways to picture it.
There are many different
a positive
ways.
And a negative.
And if you look at it that way, and you solve the other problems in a very similar way, I think it will be very easy.
Yeah.
So either this way, picturing the chips.
I heard another one. Can I tell you this one?
Yes.
A college student told me this one. She said that she thinks of it this way, that when you have a negative number, there's a hole.
Yeah.
And so say this is maybe
I like
negative 3.
Yeah.
And if you have a pile of dirt up here, that's positive 5. You're going to push dirt in the hole till it's full and see how much dirt you have left. So you'd push 3 of these in, and that would fill this. And you'd have a smaller pile
of 2 left.
I didn't draw that very well, but that's...
It would also work if you have a bigger hole, let's say a hole of 5, and you have a pile of 3.
Yeah.
And you push all your dirt in, it's only going to fill the hole so much, you're still going to have 2 left.
A hole of negative 2 still, yeah.
Once you push all the dirt in.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really cute.
Yeah, I thought that was good too.
All right. I think that's pretty good for problem 1. You can solve all of them, whichever way you would like to.
Some of them have the same sign, and some of them have different signs, it looks like. So for the same sign, you just
add them together and keep the sign.
Make sure you get the same sign on there that you started with. Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right. Here we have
Chips.
the second one. Yes, here we do have our chips. And I was thinking we're supposed to find the missing part. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I thought maybe we would do either A, B, C, or D. And then students can do
Okay.
the rest. And I
Okay.
made us a nice little chipboard and little chips that we can draw out as many as we want.
Magic. I love it.
Magic. So which one would you like to do?
Let's try number 1.
Okay, so we're starting out with 2 red chips.
Okay.
And we want to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black chips. But we already have these 2 red chips, so
we got
just putting on 7. Actually, let's line them up this way. So just putting on 7 black chips, since these end up being zeros,
Yeah, those are going to go away. You're
we
going to
only have 5 chips.
So you have to get rid of these first and then put on 7.
Okay,
That's one
so
way to think of
let's do this. We know that these make 0 pairs. A black one and a red one together always make 0.
Right.
Now I have 5 chips,
And then
so
you
I'm
can
gonna
build up
need
to 7. Yeah.
2 more. So in reality, I put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black chips.
8, 9.
9. Thank you.
That's all right. That's why
I had
it's hard.
already
Yeah.
counted those.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we end up putting on 9 black chips to make this happen.
Huh. Okay. So you kind of have to take care of
Whatever
the
you
red
already
ones
have on there.
first.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of like filling in the hole with dirt.
Yes, it's very similar to the hole and the dirt.
I like the chipboard though. That really is kind of how I picture it.
I
That
do
helps
like
me.
the chipboard. It really helps me too. I like the number line too, but the chipboard is just so, because you can actually, touch them and move them.
Yeah.
So it really
yeah.
helps with that.
You guys have red and black chips that you use
We
in class,
do.
right?
We
That's
do.
Nice.
All right, here we go. These are multiple choice problems, and I had Ms. Lemon come in for the last weekly, and one of the things that we did is we close read and
Oh.
we annotated our problems, because a lot of the times you read the problem and then you go, I don't know what it means, because you just read right over it.
Or you
So-
don't. Or some people don't even read it at all, and they
Yes.
just start doing things to numbers because they're in math. Yeah, you got to
So
read.
multiple choice. In each set of calculations, one result is different from the others. Find the different result. So I figured, since we are
Huh. Okay.
in this whole thing of chance, there are 4 of them for students to do, but
Oh, you
I
have a
figured we should do
spinner.
one.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Nice.
Spin the spinner and see what we get.
Tap it.
Yes.
Oh.
Apparently we're working on this one.
I like it, Miss Marino.
So I have a positive 175, a negative plus a negative 225. In absolute values, the 225 is bigger, so I know I'm gonna end up with a negative number.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Right.
So negative answer. How about for this one, H?
Well, if you picture a number line and you start at 175, say here, and you subtract 225, that's going to take you to 0 and beyond. So you're going to end up with a negative answer.
Okay. I'm just thinking about it.
It broke your smart board.
So we have another negative answer.
Yep.
If I look at G, another way to really think about integers that I like is money. So I have $225.
Yep.
I'm spending 175 of it. I'm still going to have money left
Still got a bit
over.
in your wallet there.
So I am going to have a positive answer.
That's a good way to think of it, yeah.
And the last one,
The last one, this is exactly like this one.
but flipped around, right?
Yeah,
We have
which
a
you
negative.
can do in addition.
So again, if we're on the number line, we're at negative 225. There is 0. The 175 is not going to take us past 0. It will take
Yeah.
us somewhere before 0, which means we're still on the
Still in
negative
land.
side
Yep.
of the number line, and therefore our result that is different would be G,
The one that's
because
positive.
it's the one that gave us a positive answer. So as you're working through these, thinking about money, thinking about number lines, thinking about integer chips, any of these will help you to look at these and find which one is different.
Yeah, and depending on who you are, people usually have a favorite way of picturing it. Like some things makes more sense. One of these ways of thinking of it, integer chips or
Right.
number lines, helps them more.
Everybody has a favorite that they
So
really
find your
like
favorite.
more than the others. And I think that is it. That was the last one for this week.
Wow, you guys
We
have
will-
a lot of work to do.
See you guys
Good luck.
next week.